Hey guys, guess who's back? It's me, Shireen. For those of you who forgot me, and for those of you who don't know me, well, I'm being really awkward about this because I literally built such a hype about this YouTube channel and my Instagram page and whatever. You know, I'm gonna make this series on like values and my reflections, and I had everything like scripted and prepared. I made a really nice video. I got lots of positive feedback, but for some reason, I just stopped. There was no reason. I mean, it's not like, you know, people were like commenting about my video like, oh my god, you suck. Like, no one was saying anything that would push me away. Rather, people were like, oh my god, I can't wait till the next one. Oh my god, when are you posting? I'm not gonna lie, like, obviously it feels great, you know, people miss me, like, oh my god. But I don't know, I just didn't feel like making a video. But today, for some reason, I do. And looking back, I am so glad that I didn't carry on with the series that I was making, and I'm gonna explain why that is in this video. I'm not gonna lie, I felt really bad. I really felt like, oh my god, I made a commitment to all my followers that every 2 weeks I'm gonna post a video and like we're gonna do these reflection questions, I'm gonna help them, whatever. And then I'd be like, oh my god, this is so embarrassing because like, you know, standard Shireen just like hypes something and then never lives up to it, and those feelings and those thoughts on top of casual anxiety, depression, etc. You know, what am I doing with my life? I'm sat here making videos, I'm a qualified dentist, corona. It just put a lot of pressure and it just made things worse. Anyway, so in the attempt to sort of regain control of myself, I signed up for the gym, I started going regularly, I finally converted my license to Dubai one, passed first time again, and so I regained my independence. But then I still noticed, you know, I don't feel like making these videos. Anyway, so like throughout this entire period, I'm like debating between two sets of very opposing thoughts. So the first one is sort of they call it what? Imposter syndrome. I was speaking to some of my like doctor friends and they're like, oh yeah, this is imposter syndrome, where you start attacking yourself and you're just like, well, listen, Shireen, you're not qualified to talk about the stuff you're talking about. Like, come on, don't kid yourself. Like, who's gonna listen to you? You know, you have nothing important to say, or at least, you know, what you say doesn't really matter. Why would anyone listen to you? I started to attack myself with these thoughts. But then what's really weird is that at the same time, because like I'm generally quite self-aware, you know, like I know that what I'm thinking is not true. At the same time, I'm able to rationalize and be like, well, Shireen, I mean, you're making self-reflections. You have absolutely all the right to talk about it and share with it. And actually, people will resonate and relate to you because you're not some expert. Like, that was the whole reason I started making the videos. I don't need to succumb to the pressures of social media and keep delivering for others. Like, I'm doing this for myself. I will do it on my own time. When I feel it's right, it will come out better. It'll come out like this, you know, like with drive and fun, and you'll be able to feel me better. Because, you know, if I can feel it, then you can feel it. Like, even through a screen. I don't really know how it works, but it works, okay? So, you know how I always say, like, you know, everything happens for a reason, and you never really know what that is until way later. So today I attended the first day of a 10-day course that I signed up for, and I can't really describe what the course is. I don't even know what it is actually, but it's in the field of like life coaching and NLP, if you've heard of that before, with the Simic Coaching Institute here in Dubai. And having come back from the first day, like, I'm buzzing, as you can see, I'm absolutely buzzing. I mean, to have the I don't know, desire to pull all this equipment back out and just like film, it brought that energy back to me, which is really cool. But the coolest part is that, like, now that I'm here, I'm looking back and I'm just like, I'm so glad I didn't make the rest of those videos. Oh my gosh. Sorry, this video is gonna be really incoherent because I'm processing a lot of information right now. You can see I'm still I'm in a daze, I'm pretty sure you can see that. So what I'm planning to do is that each morning I want to reflect on what I learned the day before and like how Robert's sort of teaching impacted me, or like what I took out of the day. And I'm really curious to see like the way I am right now versus the way I will be in 10 days, because apparently it's like such a life-changing experience. I have no idea. I mean, I'm a believer in these type of things where, you know, you can really change yourself and perceptions and whatever, like the way you view life and stuff, but I still don't know. Like, I'm trying to go in without expectations, but who knows? I don't know, we'll see. But literally coming back from just one day of the 10 days, right? And I'm just like, everything happened for a reason, and this is part of a way bigger picture. Anyway, so how did I end up signing up for this RCI? Rsci Bahrain. Anyway, let me just tell you like the main story that I want to tell you about how I ended up signing up for this course. So like, again, everything happens for a reason. So I started thinking about, okay, you know, what's gonna lift my mood? What's gonna make me feel better? Because I was feeling kind of low. And what is that? Gym and, you know, socializing, like meeting people, meeting friends, and just like, you know, having that independence back that I had once upon a time when I was working in England. So what I ended up doing was going to this like random event, some random cafe that I've never been to a random place I've never driven to, but it was like, you know, a socializing opportunity. So I took it, and it was like so me. It was basically you randomly get paired up with someone and they give you like 36 questions, which psychologically has been proven. I don't know what science behind it, but basically once you get through these 36 questions, you and that person, you don't know each other really well, and you create like a really special bond. The event itself was called Falling in Love with a Stranger. There was just like 50 women and like 2 guys, but you know, who knows, maybe the stars are aligned, but no. So it's like random, right? Every person who walked in, they'd put their names in a bowl and then they'd get picked out and then partnered up randomly. Okay, I got paired up with this wonderful woman named Donna, and as we got to know each other, turns out she is a life coach and that she's like very internationally traveled, and you know, we actually shared so much in common. One of the main things being that we just love to inspire people. We love to help other people find their inspirations and stuff, motivate people and just help them, right? And by the end of it, which was like 2.5 hours later, like after all this chatting and whatnot, I'm literally sat with her and I'm seeing me in her, and I'm assuming, you know, she's seeing herself in me. So from that meeting, she made this really cute comment. She was like, you know, where are you from? And I was like, oh, I'm from Pakistan. And then she was just like, why is it that every Pakistani girl I meet, like they're just so beautiful and so charming? And I was like, oh, thanks. But I was like, well, who are these other Pakistani girls? Like, I don't know anyone here. Like, let me know, because I want to make friends and I want to socialize and I just want to meet people that I get along with, right? And so she gives me this number of some girl. Then obviously we talked about life coaching, and I was like, oh my god, this is something that, you know, I've always thought about doing. I feel like it falls in line with my career and the videos that I'm making, so, you know, maybe it's something that I could look into. And so then she ends up sending me, you know, a link to a really recommended coaching institute done here in Dubai. Anyway, so then I go home, and so I sent an email to the coaching institute that I was recommended. I send them an email, and this lady calls me. And she's like asking me questions, and she's like giving me all this information, and it's like very cool stuff. It's like, you know, how to deal with anger, guilt, and like fear, and like phobias, and hypnosis, coaching, and NLP or neuro-linguistic programming, and I don't know what. Like, none of this stuff means anything to me. I've never researched it before. And I was just like, yeah, okay, well, you know, send me the details. You know, out of politeness, you know, send me the details and I'll get back to you. How much is it? And then she like drops this number, and I'm just like, oh, okay. Was not expecting that. Okay. However, she tells me that their course is starting this week, Friday, which was in 3 days. And I was like, oh my god, like I need to make a decision like now. I messaged this Pakistani girl, and turns out that she is also doing coaching, like life coaching. And then I was like, okay, well, you know, the smartest thing to do is, okay, this is something that I want to do. I have time, you know, this opportunity is really expensive, but okay, I do know of this other coaching institute that this other girl is going to, and like my second cousin as well, like she's done coaching, so let me go ask her institute. So I was like, you know, I have, you know, 3 coaching institutes, let me compare and I'll sign up for one. I will sign up for one. So I call the coaching institute that my cousin went to, and you know, it was just such a difficult conversation. It was so difficult to get information from them and to like communicate with them. Like, it was just, I don't know, it was just hard. And then I tried to like search the institute that the other girl had recommended, and like, I don't know, like I just couldn't make sense of their website or whatever it was. Like, I don't know, it just wasn't, I wasn't feeling it. And both of these ones were like online, and so I was just like, I don't know, I want to get out of the house, I want to meet people and whatnot. And this, the Simic Coaching Institute, the first lady that I called, the one that dropped the heavy price, the one that I was recommended because I went to this random event randomly. I mean, I spoke to my parents. They both seemed so up for it. They were like, yeah, sure, do it. And there was no hesitance from them. They were like, yeah, do it. And I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna do it. And so I signed up. And then I went today and like had my whole world flipped upside down with this guy's like thinking and his explaining and his thought processes and his ideology and stuff like this. It it makes sense, but it's like so not like normal. I just couldn't help but film when I got home because I feel like that energy was restored in me, because I feel like I'm doing the right thing. I'm in the right place now. If I looked 1 month ago, 1.5 months ago when I made that video, yes, that first video, I still look at it and I'm still solid on the stuff that I said. The stuff that I was planning to say afterwards, I'm very like 85% about it. And I don't know, that's not good enough for me, perfectionist. But then the stuff that I wanted to say after it, I feel like now that I'm in this coaching, I feel like after this 10 days, my ideas and my thought processes and maybe the way I explain things will be significantly better. Not better, but like improved and more coming from the heart rather than like, maybe this is right, maybe this is wrong. Like, it will come out with more conviction for sure. So I'm really excited to see where this takes me. I'm hoping, yeah, to stay on top of the reflections and whatnot. I feel like with this energy, like I'm just gonna be buzzing and like waiting to make the reflections. I do have some homework to do, and so I'm gonna get to that. But I am super excited to wake up tomorrow morning. I'm hoping for 6 a.m. So that I can film my reflection on the things that I went through today, because as I said, it's just so overwhelming. Like, I definitely need to sleep on it, but if I don't sleep now, I'm not gonna have enough time to sleep on it. So yeah, I'm really excited. It feels nice filming. This feels very natural to me. I really enjoy it. Anyway, I will catch you tomorrow. That was so cringe, but you know what? Who cares? I'm just really happy that I'm making these videos again. Okay, bye. Oh my god, I cannot believe that basically I had this mask like put over where I can see my face, because I get really, you see, look at the difference. Like, I get really distracted. I keep looking at my face when I talk, when I should be looking here. And so I covered up my face so that I look more in the camera. But then I'm so sorry, the frame is so bad, but like, I can't really film again. And it's moments like these where I have to tell myself, Shreen, you must find perfection in the imperfections. So yeah, I'm trying to tell myself that, but this is really hard to post up. Oh well, live and you learn. Tomorrow will be better.